All right, JJ, what's the biggest advantage here that your Yanks have in this series?
Sal, to me, it's pretty simple. The Los Angeles Dodgers are searching from a starting pitching standpoint to get any sort of length out of their guys. Yamamoto goes 5 innings. Flaherty, who's pitching in Game 1, you don't know what you're going to get. And the Yankees, in theory, should have a massive edge when it comes to their rotation. In fact, if they're going to go and win this World Series, the guy who is on the mound tonight, Gerrit Cole, has to play a pivotal role, guys. He needs to go and win both of his starts. He's got to go deep into these games. And to me, the Dodgers bullpen, it's outstanding. We know they have a cavalcade of arms. You want to see those arms as much as humanly possible. The Yankees are kind of in a similar boat where they didn't get enough length out of their starting pitchers in the first 2 rounds of the series. If it's a battle of the bullpens and bullpens alone, I think it's advantage Dodgers. But if the Yankees can get length out of their starters, and to me it's Cole and Rodon, I need to see a couple of starts where you get 6+ innings at least. That might be the difference in winning or losing this series.
Hannah, what's the biggest advantage the Dodgers have here?
I feel like this was the much easier task. I know that on paper this series, the projections have this pretty well matched up. But to me, it just feels like the little things the Dodgers have the edge in a lot of these areas. You alluded to some of this when you were just going over the lineups, which is the depth that the Dodgers have. But the other thing is base running. Look at these base running ranks for things like base running runs, stolen base percent, success rate, and extra bases taken. Dodgers 4th, 1st, and the Yankees 30th, 18th, and 30th. We saw this in the postseason already. The Yankees have been really sloppy on the bases, and giving up extra outs in that way just doesn't work when it comes to the World Series, especially because there's so much happening offensively for the Dodgers. I feel like when we talk about this matchup, it's an incredible matchup. You have Judge and Soto versus Ohtani and Betts, but then from there, advantage Dodgers certainly at the bottom part of the lineup. In the ALCS, Yankees not named Judge, Soto, or Stanton. 1 home run, 6 RBIs, 656 OPS. On the flip side, Dodgers got ALCS or NLCS MVP Tommy Edman, who started the series batting 9th. I just think from the bottom half of the lineup to the base running top to bottom, advantage Dodgers.
Yeah, I mean, the Dodgers have had such a deep lineup. I do agree with JJ about the pitching with the Yankees and Cole specifically, and JJ mentioned Cole here. I think this series is all about Gerrit Cole. How do you think that Cole's legacy is going to be defined by this series?
Sal, I'd first just like to say that I'm a little disappointed in us as a group that we didn't go with a Sterling imitation after Hannah's great point about base running there, because you know how they run the bases, the Yankees, like a bunch of drunks. So anyway, sorry.
I'm proud of you for that. Well done.
I gave it a shot. Why not? Yeah, I do think that this could be a significant moment in Gerrit Cole's career. If he has kind of a vanilla series, I don't think it's going to make everyone in Yankee land hate him or anything like that, but I do think JJ's onto something, that he's got to have a huge series for them to win the series. And I think that if he does do that, if he does provide 2 7-inning starts, I know that's a thing of the past, and I'm kind of a dinosaur in that regard, even thinking that it could happen. But if he does that, I mean, this guy's never going to pay for a meal in New York City again, right? If they win the World Series and he does that and maybe even comes back and gives them a Game 7 bullpen outing.
I mean, that's what he was brought here to do, though.
Right.
So
300 and whatever million reasons why.
He won the Cy Young last year. Let's not look at him like he's less than. He was hurt. He's not hurt now. He's got to go out there and dominate. I mean, if you don't, that's the difference in the series, JJ. You just talked about it. If you don't get that from Gerrit Cole, aren't Yankee fans going to be harsh on Cole for that?
Of course, and I think that goes for Cole. I think that goes for Aaron Judge. I think these 2 guys specifically have been the cornerstones of the Yankee franchise. They're now in the World Series together for the first time. When they brought Cole in 2020, they thought he was the missing piece. It clearly took him a couple of extra years, but that's the idea, right? Your stars have to deliver. We've seen Juan Soto and we've seen Giancarlo Stanton dominate this postseason. We have not seen Aaron Judge and Gerrit Cole go and dominate. And I think you need Aaron Judge to join the party. You also need Gerrit Cole to go and be the man. You want to tell me they lose one of the starts and they lose the game 2-1? I can accept that, but I need serious length. You got to miss bats, and you got to be the ace, and you got to deliver in the biggest of stages.